Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Happy New Year! I know 2020's been crazy. It was a crazy year. It's over now, and let's hope 2021 is way better, less deaths, more excitement, just everything better. This year was just, most people can say it wasn't that good of a year. But it is what it is. It's now the past. This is a new year, brand new attitude. Let's go. Okay, well first, I know you guys probably wondering why am I dressed so nice. My parents were doing an award ceremony for their YouTube channel. You should follow it. It's called Me and I. So that's why I'm dressed nice. We had to, how the award shows they dress up like Oscars, Grammys. They all look nice. So that's why I'm dressed nice. In case y'all were wondering. Anyway, okay. Today is fun fact number 4. Character review number 4. Today I'm doing Jazlyn and Skylar Forston. I hope I said their last name right. I feel like I'm not saying it right. Sorry. Okay, so Jazlyn and Skylar are fictional characters from a hit TV show called Grownish, which originally aired in 2018, but the trailer and everything was out in 2017. So if you don't know what Grownish is, go back and watch trailers. Trailers, just seeing what it is, And of course you can see clips on Freeform, that's the channel it airs on. And of course you can go on Hulu. You can't go on Netflix, but you can go on Hulu, you can watch it, Well, let me just give if you don't have time to do all that, let me just give you a breakdown of Grownish real quick. Okay. Grownish is a spinoff of Blackish. Blackish is a comedy ABC show. It's been on since 2014. So y'all should know what Blackish is. I feel like everyone should know what it is. It's a show by King of Bears. I don't know if you guys know him, but he has a lot of work under his belt. So yeah, you guys should know him, or you should at least know that show. So Zoe Johnson she's the oldest, and she's now going to college at Cal U University, which of course is not a real school, but that's where she's going. So of course the show followed her into her collegehood, and now you have Grownish. So Grownish is basically literally just following Zoe and everything. That's all it's doing. And of course she meets people. So the people she meets are Jazlyn and Skylar. Then she meets Luca, Nomi, Anna, and Aaron. And Vivek. Oh, I almost forgot about him. So she meets so these are the people she meets while she's in college. These are her friends. This is her group. This is who she's with most of the time. Yes. So that's Grownish. It's just a college show. Some people say it's a modern day, a different world. Some people say that. I mean, I can't agree or disagree. I've never seen a different world before. So, but that's an old school show. My parents know what it is. Yeah, that's an old school show. But you can decide for yourself, Anyway. So that's Grownish. That's basically the whole plot. It's just following Zoe. You don't have to watch Blackish to understand Grownish. I know it's a spinoff, but you don't necessarily have to watch Blackish. You just don't have to. I'm sorry I keep looking over here. It's like people texting me. I'm sorry. Okay, anyway. So, let's see what else I want to say before I get into actually reviewing them. Yeah, so Grownish. Yeah, that's it. So that's Grownish. You understand Grownish, you understand the background, and you understand where Jazlyn and Skylar come from. Okay, now let me get into it. So, both of them are played by Chloe and Halle. You should know them. They're a musical group musical trio who was formed by Beyonce. They were formed by her, and I think are signed under her, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, you should know them. They've been getting a lot of exposure as they've been doing music since forever, but they've been getting a lot of exposure. I think quarantine helped them a lot get a lot of exposure. So you should know Chloe and Holly. But they're the ones playing Jazlyn and Skylar. On the show, they're twins, but just know they are not twins in real life. Some people confuse the two. They're not twins in real life. They're sisters. They're not twins in real life. Don't get them confused. Okay, so they first made their appearance on the show in season 1, episode 1, and they're still being shown. They actually, here's an actual fact. They started off as not even being main characters. It was just funny, I guess. I guess maybe they just showed how great they were, that they just got boosted up. But they didn't even start off as main characters at first. They were called, so now, the formal way is what TV would say is a series regular. So they did not start off as a series regular. So I guess they were just minor characters at first, which is very surprising, but yeah. But anyway, so I would describe them to be the comic relief. Both of them are funny. They have the punchlines, just jokes, just everything is hilarious. That's what I love about them the most. They can't, if nobody else on this show will make you laugh, it's them. And they get on everybody. They got a joke for everyone. For anything they do, wear, it's hilarious. Yes. If you don't watch Grownish for no other reason, you have to watch it just for them. I highly suggest. Okay. And then what else is great about them? I just love them being there. Like, without them there, I feel like Grownish really needs them. Like, if they were not there, it would be so dry. Because I don't know who's funny, who's next in line to being funny as them, rather than, I guess you could say, Vivek, but maybe Luca, but they don't touch Jazlyn and Skylar. It's funny this. They don't touch it. They can try. They don't touch it. Sorry. So that's what I love about them the most. And I do love that they're supportive. They do support their friends. You know, they always got good advice. You know, even if it's they're brutally honest. Most people would hate that, but they're brutally honest. And I love it. You know, I love it. So that's all I like about them. But of course there are things that I do not like. So here they are. What I don't like is that they're kind of written to be a little stereotypical, which is like very sassy. I'm okay with sassy. That's just how black women are. We are sassy. But they make them too sassy. You know, like just bring it down a little bit. And they sometimes can give off an impression that they're like being aggressive, you know, a little. I don't necessarily like that. And I'm not really a fan of that. But that's just how they sometimes can come off as, you know, especially when it came to it was in season 2. Yeah, it was season 2 where they got into this fight with Zoe. This is the time when she was like messing around with Anna was messing around with Zoe's boyfriend, you can say. I don't know if you would consider them ever a couple. She was messing around with Aaron. And wait. I think I'm getting this mixed up. Hold on. No. Scratch that. Scratch all those people. So, one situation, this is where I didn't like them. They were kind of like being like this for a few episodes. Well, like, it was mainly Jazlyn who was being kind of like this. Not really Skylar, but... So, her and Zoe got into a fight. So, scratch the other thing I just said. I'm sorry. Her and Zoe got into a fight one time. Not like physical, like they threw hands, but they got into an argument. I don't know why I said fight. Argument. A heated argument. Because Jazlyn... This one time, she was, Doug. Oh, God. I'm sorry, you guys. Doug just joined them on season 2. So I forgot to mention Doug. He's a part of the main cast. But Doug is Jazlyn's boyfriend. And he went, I don't know what Jazlyn was mad about. But Doug was out at in college they throw parties, so Doug was there, and Zoe was like, I guess she was in a group chat with Nomi and Anna. I don't think Skylar was in there, and she was saying something. It made Jazlyn mad, but she was saying something. I guess she didn't like, or she thought, or she. I personally didn't think it was that big of a deal, but to Jazlyn it was. So they were so Nomi sent. I don't know how she did this, but she sent it to Jazlyn. Whatever they were discussing about, it had something to do with Jazlyn's boyfriend Doug. So Jazlyn, of course, when Nomi sent it to her by accident, Jazlyn found out and she confronted Zoe. I feel like she was being so extra. I hope I can find a clip to kind of show you how she was acting and show you what happened before that. I probably can't, because I know maybe this might sound confusing, especially if you've never like seen the show. So hopefully I can find some clips to kind of like show you what happened. But I feel like Jazlyn was being very extra, and she was doing that stereotypical black woman thing. She was being extra, and I feel like she was getting mad at Zoe for no reason. I was like this is where I kind of stopped liking the twins for a second. So you're being extra, like calm down. I don't know. I feel like you should calm down, because technically it was Doug who was doing something. I can't remember what he was doing. I'm sorry, guys. Season 2 was a while ago, but I can't remember what he was doing. But shouldn't you get mad at Doug? Like, Zoe was just observing, and she was just writing it down. Why get mad at Zoe? You know? Or she was just going in. I'm like, you are being extra. Relax. So she did that on that episode. So they all weren't speaking to each other. No, Zoe and Jazlyn wasn't speaking to each other. And of course, Skylar was doing the same exact thing, because they're sisters. So I think it's a sister thing. And then on the next episode, I think it was the very next one, this is where I was like, you're tripping. So Jazlyn, they had this like little meeting in someone's dorm. They were all just sitting around. So it was Zoe, Aaron, Luca, Jazlyn, Skylar, Nomi, Ani, and I think Vivek was there. I'm sure he was there, because sometimes he's not always with them. And Doug was there too. I think Doug was there. And one time, so while this was all happening, they had went outside. So Zoe and Jazlyn had exchanged words, and Jazlyn had took Zoe's cup and spit her gum in it. I was like, what was that for? Zoe has a lot of patience, okay? Because I'm like, no. And nothing, Zoe wasn't saying something like disrespectful or nothing before that. Like, I remember kind of what was being said. Zoe wasn't saying anything crazy to her, so I didn't get what was the point of spitting in her cup. You know, I thought that was very disrespectful, and she was still drinking it. So they were being extra right there. For those few episodes, they were being extra. And then of course, what made it worse is that when Anna started messing around with Aaron, who like I said earlier is Zoe's, I guess you can call him boyfriend. Then that made it worse, because Jazlyn and Skylar are kind of like, in a way, trying to say, you know, they were being rude, and they were kind of going with Anna a little bit, you know, like saying she wasn't doing nothing wrong, you know, even though she kind of was in a way, because, you know, I don't think you should mess around with your friends, you know, boyfriend, girlfriend, you know, or even if they weren't dating, they were messing around, or like just anything intimate. They had intimacy. I don't think you should do that. So then that made it worse. So they were being very rude in season 2. And I just wanted to give kind of like an example so you can understand. And I will try to find clips. I will try. iMovie won't let me be great. They just won't let me. They can never let me just screen record. You know, it's better than putting a picture, because you can't really get nothing from a picture. So I'll try to find those 2 clips and I'll try to put them in here. But anyway, so that's how they were acting on season 2. Now on season 3, they were being the same. You know, of course they made it with Zoe, you know, a whole season ago. But they were a lot cooler on season 3. You know, they weren't being extra, you know. They were actually being cool. Season 3 is not even done airing, by the way. When COVID came, they had to put stuff on lock. So productions, nobody could film. So they're not even done with season 3. It's still currently airing. Well, so far on season 3, they're being cool. I'm glad they stopped acting how they were acting on season 2. I feel like the writers were doing too much with them. Like, don't make them unlikable, you know. So they were cool in season 3, yeah. But I don't know. It's still airing. So they might start acting how they did on season 2. Who knows? Because Zoe can be annoying, self-centered, obnoxious, overthinker. So yeah, I get their annoyance with her, but that particular season, I think they were being extra for those few episodes. So yeah. So, and then what else do I want to say? And yeah, I do think they should get a little bit more. They should get more screen time. No, yeah, they need to get a little bit more screen time. I feel like the camera focuses on Zoe too much. I don't like that. It focuses on Zoe a little bit too much. You know, they kind of did get their own storyline in season 3. You know, they did get their own storyline. So it took 2 seasons. So they finally did get their own storylines, and I don't like it because it's causing them to fight with each other, and they're sisters. You know, they're like this. So I don't like that they're really fighting with each other. So hopefully the writers will kind of get rid of that storyline, and yeah. So we'll see. I told you, season 3 is still airing, so we'll see. And yeah, I'd highly suggest you guys watch Grownish. I think you guys will love it. If you're into college shows, yeah, you will like it. And I think you will specifically be attracted to Jazlyn and Skylar before you're attracted to anyone else, because they just have those type of personalities. Despite the little things that I mentioned that I didn't really like too much or wasn't feeling, they are great characters. The writers just need to calm down when writing for them. But rather than that, I like them. And I highly suggest you guys watch the show. Okay, that is the end of my video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. You can give it a thumbs down if you didn't like it. You can comment any suggestions you have on characters I should do reviews on. Let me know. I'm always open to hear. You know, sometimes, again, I can go blank and I'll just be like, who should I review today? You know, so even I need help sometimes, you know, with when it comes to this. I've run out of characters. So, but thank you guys so much. I hope you guys had a great new year. Continue to celebrate. It's a brand new year. Have great attitudes. Go into this with a better outlook than you did in 2020. And just, yeah. 2021 is going to be a great year. We're speaking that into existence. Okay? Good night, everyone. No, or good morning, everyone.